Hello everyone, it's Ed here for Counter-Trend Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at a trade review for Rune that was posted on the Discord of Counter-Trend Capital. On this one, again, it went really well and is in really great profits at the moment. And let's take a look at the original setup that I had. So if we are going to higher time frame, the idea was that we had a potential ABC play here. Again, the higher time frame at this point does not really matter too much. I've labeled this as an expanded flat for now. I had this as a some kind of A, some kind of B, and then I was expecting a 5-wave move. We had a 5 waves here. We came down, never got back into this area of interest for me and missed this whole thing here. After which, again, we had a somewhat of a running flat here on a wave 4. Is very much larger than the wave 2 here, which is why I don't really like it too much. But this is one way to label it, and this is the way I traded it. So why was I interested in trade here locally was this impulse here, taking out the previous consolidation of a potential wave 4 of something. So again, expanded flat or running flat in this scenario was something like this, where this would be some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or that this would be some kind of ABC to the downside, where this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, don't really care about the count too closely here, but the idea was that we had an impulsive structure from lows taking out the previous consolidation, and we got a structure coming back down. I think this was the area of interest for me, going against the low. Now, if you had gone here and taken, or once we have started to go up, you would take profit here and set your stop loss to here, you would have lost this. You would not have gained this whole thing. Again, making sure that you take profits when it makes sense and not raise stop losses too early. Because the only invalidation for the idea that this would be a start of something new is this low. Sure, you could have this as a 5 wave here, but what if we take out this low, like we did here? Maybe this was some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like so, with some kind of a triangle here at the end. Sure, it's out of proportion, the wave 4 again, but that's how I would be labeling that at the moment. We had the divergences here, so you could have entered here, of course, again, but I was already in here with my invalidation below the previous low, and this was the way I wanted to trade this. So again, the Rune long attempt here on 17th of this month. And yeah, that was the idea, having this as a wave. Of course, first TP was at the previous highs. One of the ideas was that this could be an ABC as well. So again, taking profits when it makes sense. We had multiple profit takings along the way, and now again, as we extended here, way more than I actually expected us to. This turned into clearly a wave 3 or something. There was a chance that we were creating topping patterns already in here. We had divergences. But at this point, I'm still expecting a couple more highs here to create an extension here on 5th as well. Currently, I've labeled this as the low of wave 4 per the RSI. And since then, again, we can be starting a new wave count where this would be a 1, 2, another 1, 2. I think this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on smaller time frame. I think there was already divergence here. Yep. So this would be a third of third of third of this 5th. So again, expecting some kind of wave 4, 5, 4, 5, ending this whole thing. And again, we are at very high already in this profit taking, risk to reward ratio, obviously massive here, and the gains, of course, really great. Again, taking profits when you see them. Here we had divergences forming, ideal places to take profits as well. While gotta remind that we have extended beyond the 2.618, so you could be expecting a wave 4 at that point already, clearly. that this is no longer, probability-wise, that this is no longer an ABC if we extend this far up here. And while we are creating some divergences, you can be taking profits, but I'm not expecting the wave structure to be ending here. So that is basically that. It's potential or possible that this wave 3 here and wave 4 would be earlier as well, but this is just the way I've labeled this at the moment. If we swift this out a bit earlier, we could have this as a wave 1, wave 2, and then another 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, but that would be again more bullish on this scenario and on this asset. So I want to be a bit more careful here, as we are starting to create some divergences on smaller time frames. And yeah, that would be something that I'm expecting these 3s and 4s to be continued and creating some kind of overlapping structure here at the end before we are starting to come down again and correct whatever the higher time frame structure is. Of course, it is kind of alarming if we have this as an ABC, because again, we are correcting basically upwards, and the previous trend, what was it? Well, a downside. So we would be continuing more to the downside. But yeah, at this point, this trade is almost done. I'm probably going to be alerting one more take profit here at the tops. Hopefully those are coming up. If we are taking out the previous lows here, it starts to look like it's no longer too sensible to expect us to go too much higher, because we want to be having these wave 4s respecting basically this higher low, higher low, higher low idea. Of course, it could be just sweeping some of the liquidity here for the last pushes up, but that's all I am expecting at this point for Rune anymore. But that's going to do it for this trade recap. Hopefully you got some ideas again how to spot some of these potential moves out in the crypto markets. But if you're interested in getting smaller fees, check out the links in the description below and join the Discord as well. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and catch you on the next video. Bye bye.